Okay, thank you, Jim, and thank you, Gianfranco. Now it's my turn. Okay, future innovation, you have seen a lot of innovative things we're doing in terms of company, in terms of being a group. We're really changing a lot in our processes, in the way we're thinking the products, in the way we're thinking the end user, and then with the way of bridging the end user toward the technology. This is a very important part, and this is always driven by our strategy, which has been announced last year, beginning of last year, which is the multi-brand approach. The multi-brand strategy is based on a simple concept. Technology is not anymore the driver of the end user to purchase a notebook, which is becoming a commodity. There are people which are using a PC for many different reasons. There are people which are watching for technology on one side. There are people which are simply wanting to stay connected anytime, anywhere. And all the technology we have introduced are bridging the people toward the technology. The brand, the value proposition of the Acer Group is breaking barriers between people and technology since ever. And I think that with the new technology that Jim has just explained, which is endorsed by Acer in the production of all the product which we will focus on in the future, it's very important. Multi-brand. People are different, people have different personalities. Being PC and laptops a commodity, they assess this commodity in a different way. There are people which are very much interested during the purchasing process in technology, and these are the people where we would like to address the Acer brand, and so we will stress the technology as we just introduced, and you can see the product outside under the Acer brand, but the same technology can be leveraged on different topics. There are people which are more stressed by the brand, by having a brand which is making them being social recognized. As you know, the Acer is a worldwide brand. We use the Acer brand across all the geography. So the Acer brand is present in Europe, United States, in Asia, and Greater China. While with the same brand value proposition, we use the Gateway brand in Pan America and in Asia, while the Packard Bell brand it's in Europe and in EMEA. The eMachine brand is another global brand. Talking about the brand value proposition, of course, the different brands are addressing different people, and therefore they have different brand value proposition. We have eMachine, which is representing the value for money. It's for very rational people. On the other side, we have Packard Bell and Gateway, which has a brand value proposition which is a social recognition and basing on design and ideas to attract more people. While Acer brand value proposition is simplify my life, and really for those people which are seeing the technology and something which it makes their own life easier. I would suggest to really go deeper in each of the products which are in the showroom beside to understand the difference, and we have a special section for Packard Bell starting immediately after this press conference, where we will be shown in which way technology can be also fitting the more lifestyle personalities and the more lifestyle way of living. Now, this symbol is very well known. It's probably the most famous symbol worldwide. It's representing the Olympics. In the movie you have seen when in the opening of this press conference, you have seen some emotional picture of the Olympic Games. We close with the London bus. I have to say that I was there last year during the closing ceremony of the Beijing Olympic Games, and it was really an outstanding and very emotional moment of my life. And I'm really proud, as you all know, to be part of a company which is top sponsor of the IOC and the Olympic. Acer is a worldwide partner of the Olympic Games. We endorse Vancouver Games, which is going to be in 3 months from now, and the London Olympic Games. And these are very important because this it's giving us an opportunity to really cooperate with a very deep and very emotional group. These are the other top sponsors. I have to say that Olympic Games is closing a stronger relationship and long-term relationship with the most important brand worldwide in any segment. Of course, we are covering the technological part, including starting from PC server, monitor, and so on and so forth. And we're working very hard, and you will see in the next slides of my presentation what are we doing with the Olympic activities. What is very important is that when we start working on the Olympics, we decline the Olympics values and we put beside the Olympic with the Acer values, which we were working strongly, and there is one value which is strongly and very common between the two, which is innovation. Olympic organization is innovating themselves every Olympic Games. For those who have deeply seen the Beijing Olympic Games, you have seen a lot of things going on. We're working already with the London organization, and they're also thinking something very important in terms of innovation, and is also, I highlighted this value because it's also the claim of this press conference and the claim of what we're going to do in the next coming future. It is important that the awareness, the reason why we put a big effort in terms of resources, of money on one side, but of resources on the other side, because the organization is really involving a lot of people, and this is as a researcher, a survey which has been done. IOC is running a lot of survey on the awareness and on the importance of being a sponsor, and this survey is highlighting that people are really more attracted to companies and to brands which are tied to the Olympic rings in terms of both services and in terms of products. As you can see, 50% of the respondents, more or less 50% of the respondents, and this is it's normally a constant percentage within the respondent because they're running every 6 months this research, are saying that they feel better and they feel more attracted by some companies which in terms of relationship they do have with Olympic organization and the Olympic rings. IOC, so the International Olympic Committee, is also running periodically appropriate survey to judge whether it's appropriate to link and to tie the brand values together. And this is the results of the last one, where you can see Acer is already present, and it's already an eye in the high level of being appropriate for a company like us, which we are a technological company. We are a company playing in the IT industry and the mobility industry, and of course this is strongly tied with the Olympic value. It's of course we're IT3 as a global number, and then we have also different results country by country because the awareness of the Olympics and the relationship and the emotional relationship toward the Olympics is different country by country. We measure this in 12 countries, and we have had important information.